Hey, what's going on, y'all? Toby coming at you. Today is Sunday, August 17th, and should mark 28 weeks since my surgery, post open heart surgery. So, what I did was I ran a Google search on the biggest things or the most searched topics for in relation to open heart surgery, and I found a link, and I'm going to share it in the description below. It's from the University of Michigan Medicine. So those of you Ohio State fans, don't hold this against me. Don't hold the information, because don't be biased towards the information just because it came from University of Michigan. But I read through this, and it really resonated. And I think it'll help with a lot of people out there. And I'm going to share with you on this. I made my notes, and I'm going to share with you how these topics related to me. So, 6 things, recovering from open heart surgery, 6 things to expect is what the piece of the article or what the writing is called or what it's titled. So let's get started with this, okay? And as I go through these things, we're gonna quickly cover my personal experience. Okay, this is since I've left the hospital, left the surgery, and have been recovering. So number 1, okay, your eating habits may change slightly. So if any of you have gone through open heart surgery, or the doctor has told you you've got blockages, but medication can help clear those blockages, and you're not quite yet a candidate for open heart surgery, I guarantee everybody, if you've had that or if you've had the open heart surgery, you've been told or advised by the doctor, even the cardiologist, to make dietary lifestyle changes. And the funny thing is, the biggest portion, the last sentence of that particular article said, avoid restaurant food, avoid soups, avoid pizza, avoid bacon, avoid processed meats. Hold up. Bacon? I ain't avoiding bacon. But I'm just kidding, guys. So, and I'm not making this gimmicky. I'm just saying, we all, if you're a human being, you love bacon, right? So, the key on this was that all these foods that have in common is sodium. Okay, I think it said you want to stay under 1,000 milligrams of sodium a day on your daily intake. I think if it's not 1,000, I'll correct it up here. But yeah, so since my surgery, personally, we have drastically reduced how much we frequent restaurants. Okay, and even when we do go to restaurants, we're very cognizant of the menu items and how much sodium is in them, and choose more wisely than we did before. It's not always, the steak and baked potato or whatever it is. We always get a diet soda as well, But, yeah, so number 1, again, your eating habits may change. I guarantee they will if you are smart about this. If you don't, you're just asking for the same symptoms to continue and worsen, okay? Here at home, we are turkey and seafood, meaning when I say fish and then seafood, I mean like shrimp, shellfish type stuff, fruit, a lot more vegetables, peppers, lettuce, spinach leaves, stuff like that. So a huge reduction in red meat added to any of our diet, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2, you may experience sleep issues. Yes, you probably will. And most of the comments I've seen on the videos I've done, people who have gone through open heart surgery, and I personally have experienced sleep issues after the surgery once you've been discharged. You're talking laying there in bed, and you're going to feel, initially you're going to be feeling pain, okay? Not like cut level pain, but I guess, or like stabbing level pain, but you're going to feel pain, discomfort from those incisions, from the muscles that were cut into from the bone, the sternum that was cut into, cracked into, the nerve endings that were severed, you're going to feel discomfort. You're going to feel pain while those stitches and those sutures heal. You're going to I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting on a different topic. The sleep issues you're going to have probably that I had were were caused by my legs, muscle spasms in my legs, twitching throughout the night, laying there. I'd be tightening my legs up, relaxing them, constricting my muscles, relaxing them, and you might need to take medication, like take some Tylenol, acetaminophen or something that can help with that pain so that you can get sleep. I can tell you, and I've said this in my other videos, but I can tell you from personal experience, I wasn't getting to sleep for the first night. When you get home after that hospital bed, you're going to knock out. But after that, those follow-on nights, I wasn't getting to sleep until probably after 2 in the morning, and then finally getting some solid sleep, right? But it was only 2 or 3 hours a night, usually 5 maybe, and I might wake up around, after 2 o'clock, fall asleep, might wake up around 4 or 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning maybe, okay? So you will experience sleep issues, but it will pass. As your body heals, as your body recovers, as it rehabs, it will pass, and you'll start getting good sleep. The other challenges on that, and we'll get into that, is the mental part, right? Getting past the mental part. Number 3, okay? You will play a key role in managing your pain, okay? Meaning, what should you be doing as far as rehabilitation, recovery, stretching, taking medication, the prescription stuff, opioids, okay, those controlled substances that are for the high level pain, right? You may not need, everybody's going to be different. You may not need them. I was prescribed them, and I took them only I think it was right, I got hydrocodone, and it was a limited supply. They only were able to give it for a little while, and I took it primarily at night. It said take as needed, right? I took it only at night to assist with going to sleep initially, and after the bottle ran out, I didn't get any more. I didn't need it. I didn't want it. I'm always very careful and cognizant and very aware of those medications that can become addictive. So the one note it did say in the article was to watch the opioids, okay? You want to make sure, if you're in a lot of pain, not saying you shouldn't have them if they prescribe them. Each person has to make their own decision on that. But if you do take them, be careful and watch yourself, have your family watch yourself for any addiction things, and make sure you're talking and consulting with your primary care manager and the cardiologist about when it comes time to wean yourself off of that. If you see it, if you're noticing a dependency, if you're noticing, hey, the pain isn't there anymore, I really don't need these, make sure you watch that, okay? This was a big one. Number 4, okay? You may feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster. I almost got emotional doing this one, guys. Again, may feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster, okay? And I thought this one was big, so I even wrote down the tags or the bullets under that so that I could put these out there, because this is huge to me. Emotional roller coaster. I'm telling y'all, when I got out of the hospital, they were telling my wife, be mindful, he may experience some depression. He may experience a roller coaster of emotions. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But depression? Why? Why would I feel that? I can, without a shadow of a doubt, I can say there have been times over the past, this is February to August, so we're talking 7, almost 8 months, and I can already say that I have experienced some depression sporadically throughout, probably from April through now, okay? It's not abnormal, y'all, and it's best to deal with it, okay? Do not closet in and close up and not express and share, okay? That was probably one of my issues, okay? When I was, you let the thoughts in, and you don't talk about them, you don't deal with them, you don't tell somebody else, share them with somebody. Be honest about it. You're not alone. You're not the only one doing this, okay? But the tips that it says about this, not just depression, okay, but these are things to fight, to help cope with that emotional roller coaster. Like I told you, I was getting emotional just writing that bullet, because from February till now, there have been points where I've witnessed something, seen something, read something, saw something on TV, somebody said something, and I almost broke into tears. Or just nothing, and I just about broke into tears, or got angry, or what, and it's just like, where'd this come from? This doesn't normally affect me. It happens. It's going to happen. Everybody's going to be on different levels, some more extreme than others, okay? But some of the tips it says are to get dressed every day. And I can't emphasize that enough, because when you get dressed every day, either you're going through your hygiene, hopefully, and you're keeping a morning routine that gets you going each day. Make sure, do that. Walk daily within your limits. Get plenty of rest. Resume hobbies and social activities you enjoy. That last piece kind of struck me funny. I'm like, why would you resume something you don't enjoy? But anyway, visit with others, and then join a support group. And as I said, in that support group, or find somebody confidential, somebody you can trust, that you can discuss and share fears, frustrations, pains, concerns, and successes with. Okay, we're going to experience these things. I can tell you all now, I am struggling with the weight gain thing. It's yes, we are staying within our diet, but that doesn't mean you can't overeat on a healthy diet and still gain weight. I struggle with that, honestly. We are under extreme heat right now, 90 plus degrees every day, and we're under heat warnings. So the walking outside has not been consistent as I wanted it to be right now. And we have a couple of machines downstairs, or we have machines in our house, but many of you can, I'm sure, relate that getting off your ass and doing that versus just having it, it doesn't always pan out that way. You have to stick to that schedule. You have to develop that. And if you don't, you got to find other ways, right? Eat less, adapt, whatever. So, again, that was number 4. May feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster. Those pieces kind of tag in with each other and complement each other, right? So, number 5, all right. Most surgery-related sensations are normal. And I've had a lot of people talk about this in the comments of the other videos as well. The things that highlighted was numbness, tingling, and hypersensitivity, okay? Yes, you're going to feel those. I still feel it, like right here on the incision of my chest. I have tingling and hypersensitivity. I have numbness still on my thighs, where they grafted the arteries from both of my thighs. My right side thigh, there's still no feeling sensation, tingling, or anything over top of where the mark of the incision was. Okay, and that they explained in that article that they, in your surgery, they sever nerve endings. To extract arteries to graft over to bypass the clogged ones in your heart. So it takes, depending upon who you are, what kind of physical condition you're in, it could take months, years, or very little time for those nerve endings to heal, to replace themselves, replenish, to recover. The same thing for the skin, the nerves, the arteries, the capillaries, all the little pieces that are the little parts and pieces that restore away from the numbness, get rid of the tingling where it goes away. I still feel those things. So, and I'm 7 to 8 months past surgery, right? I mean, think about February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So 7 months. Yes, I finally did the math on my fingers. So no shoes and socks need to be taken off. But yeah, those sensations are normal. So just because you feel differently or yours is all healed up, and you see somebody say, "Man, I was done in 3 months. I'm all healed up with no tingling, that doesn't mean you're going to be the same as that person, okay? Or me. You might be healed up longer than me. You might be healed up before I am. We're all different, okay? It did point out that if you feel any, and I would emphasize this as well, I've said this in my other videos, if people have commented that they're feeling extreme pain, like range of motion limiting pain on what they're doing. Talk to your doctor. Contact cardiologist. You cannot fix those things if you don't talk to your medical professional and tell them about these things. Okay, I don't know about you all, but I know I have, like, through the VA and through Baptist Health in Louisville, I have the apps, and I communicate with my care providers through those apps, and they give back information, or we schedule appointments, or whatever the case is. Okay, so do that. And then the last thing, number 6, driving after surgery, and they say varies by individual, and I would agree with that. I've had people comment in my videos that they were driving within 3 to 4 weeks after their surgery, a couple of months, whatever. I started driving again on, I think it was the 6th, and I'll put the date up here, 16th of March, maybe. So it was about 6 weeks after my surgery. Well, I'll tell you, top of the hour. I always somehow time it with these. But the thing that I read in there, and you can read the article, I would recommend and strongly encourage reading it. The key on it that said about this was, if you can shift gears, turn the steering wheel completely, shifting, using the brake pedal and the gas, if you can do those things without feeling pain, without having a limitation in range of motion, right? So, and I told you all this in my previous video, why I wasn't riding the motorcycle back then and why I wasn't driving yet. Because if I'm like this on the bike, or if I'm like this in my truck or car, if you're turning, you're really affecting this whole area, right? And so you'll feel, if you're brand new and you're still coming out of surgery, you will feel, I promise you, you will feel that movement here. It's not like, oh my God, it's going to kill me. It's, oh, that's, yeah, let me back off on that type of thing, like that, So, but I saw this, like I said, and I wanted to share that. I'm also looking up other topics because I think I can help and share my information, my personal experience with that as well. Please share your experiences, what you think about these six things to expect. Okay. Hope this helps. If it does, please put in the comments. Share your experiences, and I know many of you already have been. Please do. For those of you who would like me, I'm still going to do it, but just put in the comments if you got anything out of these things. Like I said, I'm going to continue looking up other topics, and some of you may be wondering, because last week I shared the Friday and Saturday experience and how that went, going from Jewish hospital, or from the VA hospital to Jewish hospital, and how that went before I was put under for the surgery. And you're like, wait a minute, you said you were going to share how it was after you woke up. That'll be next week, okay? So I saw this and I really wanted to share this. I thought this was an important piece that people need to know about. So aside from that, guys, I don't really have anything else right now. Thank you again for continuing to watch and continuing to comment. Again, your comments, I get emotional about a lot of them because many people share heavily on their experiences, how long it took them, the troubles they've had in your surgeries, your post-recovery. Some have been success stories, man, how great they've been going. how it's helped you to help other family members. So please, it really warms my heart to see those things. I'm glad it's helping, but I'm telling you, somebody else is reading your comments also, and you're encouraging them as well. So please continue to do that. Aside from that, love y'all. Until the next video, y'all be safe, make good choices. Those healthy lifestyle, dietary changes, and exercise are going to keep you either recovering faster from the operation or keep you out of that operation. So take care until the next video. Love y'all. God bless.